Have you ever been out off-roading and longed for a nice hot shower out on the trail? Well, here at Overland at Home, we have invented something completely revolutionary. We call it the Camp Shower 3.0. On this episode of Overland at Home, we're going to teach you how to make 2 off-grid, off-road shower, hot water, instant hot water solutions. Right here we have a 4-inch ABS pipe mounts directly to your roof rack. Then we're going to show you how to make the ultimate instant propane powered, 12-volt powered off-road hot water shower kit. What we have here is a 4-inch, 5-foot long ABS pipe black. Then we've got end caps. So these are just simple 4-inch black end caps. What we did here is we have a very simple PSI gauge. This will show us what type of PSI we're pumping in here. We really want to keep this one around 35 to 40 max. This is our compressed air valve with a simple on and off, just like a normal valve right there. We went ahead and mounted it in, used our Teflon tape, got everything perfectly fit. So the way this system works is very simple. We have our long 5-foot pipe with end caps. Our height here is 4 inches. And the way we've designed this is at the topmost portion, we have a little pressure gauge. Then we have a water stem valve. That is going to actually provide our intake for water and then also our output when it comes time to take a shower or to rinse off and use the system. Then over here on this side, the other end, we have our air input valve with a little turn. That allows us to fill this up with CO2, compressed air, everything like that. So let's get to assembling and then we'll give this thing a test run. Here we go. The way it works is pretty simple. You have your water valve here. Connect a hose, water source. You're gonna need hose probably from your house because the water has to come in. Slowly open it, water comes in, close it once it's full. Now when we fill ours up, we really like to have this open until water squirts out the end. That ensures that it's completely full. Close everything up. Then we come back with our compressed air, clamp it on the end, slowly open it up until we reach 40 PSI on our dial, clamp it off, and you're fully pressurized, ready to go for your shower or to wash off dishes at the campsite. You really do want to use the clear pipe cleaner just to get your surface really ready. And then an ABS cement. This is important because if you're going PVC, you want PVC cement. You want to line the inside of the cap versus the pipe. If we put it all around the pipe, we'll put a little bit along the edge and some on this end part, but if we put it on the pipe, once we apply this, it'll actually all push down and make this not look as finished. So we're gonna start applying. Let's take our pipe cleaner, clear cleaner right here. Now we're switching to our ABS cement. Now we are just gonna slowly clamp this on as far as you can go. We've quickly mocked this up with our quick fist clamps just to show how this system will work on top and to also hold this in place while we finalize the end cap here. Then come back to our ABS cement. Apply this liberally, guys. You really don't want to have any type of leak. The end cap here again has our water valve down below, our pressure gauge up top, and just very carefully, you can already see that cement is drying. We're gonna list the price total below. We're gonna list all the exact parts and components we used. We're gonna go get this thing installed and let's see how it works. We're out here in Big Bear, California. We're gonna rinse off this pan. Again, guys, this option 1 setup is really ideal for, quick rinsing of pans, washing of the hands. Take our coiled hose to show you how easy this is. Put it right here on the adapter, and we're gonna very quickly add a little Pressure, let me check the gauge. Oh yeah, right at 55. It's that simple. We're just using the tube right here to wash off this pan. Pressure on this is so amazing. Look at this, guys. Right out of the cylinder. Tons of water left, tons of pressure left. Set this here, nice and clean. Let's wash off our coffee cup. So clean. We still have about 25 PSI left. So if you had a nice, proper controlled 3 PSI nozzle, you would be in business. Now this thing is designed so that as long as you have a water source, you can run this indefinitely until your propane runs out. Here we have a propane powered instant hot water heater. It's a nice, small, tight, compact system. We have our 12 volt pump. This is gonna be able to allow us to actually put a hose in the river or in a water source and pull fresh water in. You've got your wire mesh filter here. So on the intake pipe, wherever is running into your water source, we recommend something like this just to make sure no sand, debris, small rocks gets into your hot water heater. We have a flush mount 12 volt SAE connector. And what we're gonna do is hardwire this to the pump. We have some quick access marine hatches. These are 4-inch interior diameter. That's gonna allow us just to get right into the connections, right to the controls without actually having to open the case. And for this one, we're using the Pelican 1557. Our good friends at Pelican sent us the Pelican Air. It's just a lot lighter, it's really, really mobile, and it's the perfect size for this exact setup. Everything fits in there nice and snug. We're actually gonna fit the instant hot water heater, our pump, all of these fittings, everything, all in one self-contained case. We've actually designed this too to where everything can be accessed from the outside. So all you have to do is hang it up on the side of your car, instant shower. So the water is going to be coming from a source. We'll call that water source. Very clever. In that initial hose, we're going to have an inline filter. Then the inline filter goes directly through our 12 volt pump. As it exits the pump, it goes into the water inlet of the hot water heater. Then our water outlet goes to the shower head. So we have an access right here, which is going to be our propane. Propane inlet. This is going to provide the heat for the hot water heater. So we have this hot water heater. What we're going to do is we're going to turn it over. It does have an optional handle. We don't necessarily need that for what we're doing, so we're going to disassemble this. We're removing this back handle because we want this thing to be as tight as possible in this case. What's nice is it does have mounts right here. So we're going to measure these out, mark them on the Pelican, drill these holes through. What we also need to do is determine the width and the placement of specifically the water outlet and gas inlet. That's what you're gonna need to have access to every time you use this. So we've pulled the water heater into the Pelican. We're gonna go right here and mark some of our mounting holes. The other thing we're gonna do is figure out exactly where our inlets are. Let's take this out. We're gonna need to do some quick fitting. A lot of these have rubber gaskets, so you can kind of just go hand tighten. We're gonna add our quick disconnect that came in the kit. So now we have our main shower connection. And again, we're gonna be using this porthole marine hatch right here. So when the Pelican is closed, you can simply open this up and have quick access to your gas and water. So on our pump here, we do have little arrows that show in to out. Our water source is gonna come into the pump and come out. So we have a 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch adapter for each side. This is gonna allow us to use traditional garden hose fixtures or under the sink hose fixtures. So we're gonna Teflon these up and get ready to install. Now this is a plastic fitting to a brass fitting. If you get on here with pliers and just crank, you're gonna destroy this thing. So you can put it on here and just kind of a quick, little bit beyond hand tightening. We've got the hot water heater in place, and we used 1/4-20 nuts and bolts to attach the heater to the Pelican. We've got those parts listed below. So what we have is a quick water inlet right here that we've added with a brass 90-degree fitting. We've added 12-volt power port. This is called an SAE port right here. Then you mount it to the side with the included screws and hardwire it directly to the pump. It goes from an SAE to a 12-volt adapter. We've got an on-off switch for the power. Now, from the 12-volt pump, we had to find a few different brass fittings to make this thing work. We spent a good amount of time figuring that out. We're gonna have that in the description below, all of the parts you need. The water comes in right here from our inlet, snakes through our metal tube, goes into the water pump, which is powered by 12 volts, comes out through this stainless steel tube, and goes into the hot water heater. Now, you might be wondering, doesn't this thing get hot? Yes, it does. We've taken household reflective tape that you can use in an AC installation, and we've kind of lined the entire surface where the exhaust comes out right up here with that. Now, the coolest part about this system is it really is designed to be used fully self-contained. You set this up, hang it off the side of the rig, and you've got everything you need to run your shower infinitely. We've got a drawing below, we've got a description below. Let's go test this thing out. We brought it out here on the trail to give it a true real-life test. We've added some D-rings to mount it up to the side of the rig so we can shower right there. We're gonna go rig it up and then see how it works. The Camp Shower 3.0. Instant hot water, propane powered, 12-volt powered, so much power.